these 7 months that separate us from the U.S. elections is an eternity. Anything can happen from now till election day. In addition, it doesn't only matter who wins the presidency. The resulting composition of Congress, I think, has a policy and political impact as well. So we need to understand, are we going to have a Trump presidency with a unified Congress or with a divided Congress? Are we going to have a Biden presidency with a unified Congress or a divided Congress? This also matters. To your question concretely, I do believe that former President Trump has a track record of unilateral decisions when it comes to the sphere of trade and tariffs. And he has a clear, stated, explicit preference for the use of this tool. I would be surprised if this tool wasn't used more aggressively than under the Biden administration today, and maybe possibly even under the Trump administration back then.
Right. Alejo, in terms of thematically what we should own within the EM space, we can't escape the entire AI narrative. Where then can you find, at a sovereign level perhaps, and maybe a little bit more deeper, where can you find the productivity premium driven by AI?
Absolutely. Let me start by saying that the AI wave is real, is tangible, and I think it's here to stay. By our estimates, if you think about global tech, you'll see an earnings expansion of close to 20% year over year in 2024. When it comes to AI-specific related companies, we might even see 70% growth in revenues per year over the next 5 years. That's according to our numbers. And so, we think, yes, there's opportunity in U.S. tech, but at the same time, a lot of the good news have been priced into this segment of the market. It is time to diversify your tech exposure, and emerging markets offer a good opportunity to diversify. Concretely, when you look at EM tech, it's trading at 17.5 times 12-month forward PE ratios. This is not too expensive, particularly not compared to developed market peers. And the bulk of the emerging market tech opportunity can be found in places like Korea and Taiwan. We all know there are global tech champions in both these markets that I think are not fully, priced in terms of the opportunity.
All right, so fair value for EM tech for Korea, for Taiwan, that sounds pretty attractive. But, if the scenario that we talked about a couple of minutes ago, the Fed not doing anything at all, not cutting this year, if that's what happens, it means no tailwind for EM tech, no?
Although that is right, you got to remember, for instance, what happened to U.S. tech so far this year. Very positive performance, even though the market priced out roughly 4 Fed cuts from the table, right? So, yes, of course, it would have been much better to have this tailwind, but I do think that emerging market tech can still perform decently in the face of a more hawkish than expected Fed.
Alejo, great conversation.